In this section, General Attitudes, respondents were asked a series of questions in relation to their attitudes and beliefs while using online social media tools. Singapore youth were first asked to what extent do they agree or disagree with the following statements. For the first statement, I'm addicted to social media tools. Respondents were divided in terms of response toward their level of addiction to social media tools. In this survey, addiction is defined as a state of being habitually or compulsively occupied with or involved in something. 34% of the 800 respondents agree with the statement, while 32% of them disagree. Singapore youth were next asked, to what extent do they agree or disagree with this statement? The number of friends a user has is a reflection of his or her popularity. Half of the 800 respondents disagree with the statement, while only 21% agree. Singapore youth were then asked, to what extent do they agree or disagree with this statement? I love social media tools because they broaden my social circle. 42% of the respondents agree that they love social media tools because the tools broaden their social circle, while only 18% of them disagree with the statement. Lastly, respondents were asked to state the main factor that helps them determine whether to trust the content posted on social media sites. 1 in 3 Singapore youth will believe the content posted on social media sites if it is attributed to experts and authorities that have credentials in the subject. Another 1 in 3 Singapore youth will only trust social media sites that they have visited for a long period of time and have come to trust the content posted there. 31% of the respondents will believe content that is recommended by families and friends. I shall now hand back the time over to Ms. Kwa. Thank you.
Thank you, Mingjie. As mentioned earlier, there are 2 parts to this media conference. Another reason for the media conference is to announce the setup of the Centre for Social Media in Singapore Polytechnic. SP intends to set up a Centre for Social Media that's run by students interested in social media and its applications. Now, the reason why this came about was as a result of the Singapore Youth and Media Survey. Prior to this, most of our students use social media on a personal basis. So in order to formulate their survey questions better, the students had to use social media tools such as Twitter, and they also started reading up on social media. Now, as the students were media and communication students, in the various modules that they take, for example, in the advertising, events, PR modules, they learned about the various ways in which social media is being used. In fact, the Diploma in Media and Communication course is also introducing a new major in social media. As a result, the students started to become exposed to the different applications of social media beyond personal use for marketing, advertising, public relations, and communication purposes. So that there seem to be a lot of topics in relation to social media that we have not covered in our survey. So we thought, what about setting up a Centre for Social Media that's run by students interested in finding out more about social media and the various ways that it's being used? So we brought this idea to SP's management, and we are very thankful that they supported our idea. SP has a very keen interest in the use of social media by youth, and we all believe that more research on the impact of social media in society would be useful to educators as well as other stakeholders. Hence, we hope that this centre will provide insight on the use of social media amongst youths and also become a forum for analysis and discussion on social media trends. At the same time, students involved with the centre will have the opportunity to undertake valuable research, experience project and event management, as well as test their leadership skills. If we take a look at the organizational structure, we are looking at a team of 10 to 12 students together with 2 lecturer advisors. The main criteria for selecting students would be that they have to be avid user of social media. They have to be very, very passionate about the applications of social media for marketing, advertising, public relations, and communication purposes. And also, they need to be interested in researching about the impact of social media on society at large. Now, besides staff and students from SP, The Centre will also have the input of an advisory panel made up of experts from academia, industry, and government. So we've come to the end of our presentation. Please feel free to ask us any questions that you may have.